In the glow of 100 screens, tactical Templar draws his steel. From thumbnail banners to comment beams, he calls the scattered to the wheel. Bite, 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 the banners rise from basement desks and kitchen floors. Writers, gamers, camera eyes, all answer now with iron roars. Hear the signal split the night, one shared vow, one burning thread. Every channel locks in tight, every brave word raised instead. Tactical Templar, lead us on. Tactical Templar, bring the dawn. We stand as one, we hold the line. 1,000 voices, one design. Tactical Templar, break their scheme. Tactical Templar, forge the dream. No broken gates, no dark decree. The creators march, and all are free. Then came the quartering, with a smear black crown spinning his mop through the halls of the feed. He poured out doubt to drag us down, and fed on panic like it was need. But the editor sharpened every frame, the streamer raised his painted blade, the podcaster lit up the name, and none of us flinched, none of us swayed. Hear the signal split the night, one shared vow, one burning thread. Every channel locks in tight, every brave word raised instead. Tactical Templar, lead us on. Tactical Templar, bring the dawn. We stand as one, we hold the line. 1,000 voices, one design. Tactical Templar, break their scheme. Tactical Templar, forge the dream. No broken gate, no dark decree. The creators march, and all are free. Raise the shields of truth and craft. Hold the torches high and true. We are more than mock and draft. We are the tide he cannot do. In the glow of 100 screens, tactical Templar draws his steel. From thumbnail banners to comment beams, he calls the scattered to the wheel. Bite, 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 the banners rise from basement desks and kitchen floors. Writers, gamers, camera eyes, all answer now with iron roars. Hear the signal split the night, one shared vow, one burning thread. Every channel locks in tight, every brave word raised instead. Tactical Templar, lead us on. Tactical Templar, bring the dawn. We stand as one, we hold the line. 1,000 voices, one design. torches high and true. We are more than mock and draft. We are the tide he cannot do. Stone cold morning, sky like iron, hearts like ash, chains on every doorway, shadows where the brave men crashed, blood red banners over fields of broken vows. Every whispered prayer feels lost inside the howling song. But in the garden, earth begins to shake. The darkest kingdom feels its pillars break. Rise, lion of the empty tomb, tear the veil and split the gloom. From the grave you ride in flame, call our forgotten name. Sword of mercy crowned in scars, king who carries all our wars. By your wounds our debts undone, we live because you rose as one. Rose as one. 3-day silence, hell sings loud, it thinks it's won. Serpents feasting on the shame of what we've done. Then that boulder rolls like thunder from its track. Every curse we carried cracks and turns to burning wax. Angels shouting, steel wings scrape the sky. Hell's own citadels crumble as you rise. Rise, lion of the empty tomb, tear the veil and split the gloom. From the grave you ride in flame, call our forgotten name. Sword of mercy crowned in scars, king who carries all our wars. By your blood our chains come loose, we live because you rose. You rose. I was marching with the dead, rust on soul and rust in head. You broke ranks and took my place, hammered nails and traded fate. Every lash, every lie laid on you so I could rise from the pit and into light, clothed in armor made for fight. Rise, lion of the empty tomb, tear the veil and split the gloom. From the grave you ride in flame.
Hello, brothers!
Sword of mercy,
Welcome back to the show. It's so good to see you guys again on this beautiful Sunday. You know, I was contemplating not doing a show. I was contemplating maybe I'll just pass today, and I couldn't do it, okay? I couldn't do it. No. I'm here. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be doing what I do. And yeah, even though I'm a little bit sad, a lot of bit sad actually, I'm still going to be here and do my job. I'm going to do what I do. And we're going to be talking about the news. We're going to be talking about current events. We're going to be talking about the fact that Donald Trump is racking up W's. I know if you look online, you look at the mainstream media, you won't hear anything about Trump's W's. You won't hear anything about what Trump is doing that's actually good. No, it's just Trump's bad, Trump's the worst, Trump's awful. Well, here's the deal. No. Trump is, in every way, an improvement over what a Kamala Harris presidency would have been. I think that's undeniable at this point. Donald Trump is an absolute win over Kamala Harris. So we're going to be taking a look at some of the W's because Trump has been going after student visas, which I think is a major win. There's updates on the war in Iran. People are saying, oh, the war in Iran is, America has lost. But they've been saying that for months. They were saying that America lost months ago. So I don't really put any stock into what these people say. We're also going to be talking about some of the current events going on in the drama sphere with Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein. We have a huge show to go over. The quartering. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you're not up to date on what's been going on with the quartering, you're definitely going to want to see this because it is crazy. The quartering has been crashing out in a way that few people could have even imagined. The quartering is crashing out and deleting entire series of posts and just pretending like it didn't happen all over again. Meaning that he was getting drunk and then basically decided, you know what? I'm pretending it doesn't exist. Well, Jeremy, it does exist. We know it exists. You're not going to be able to weasel your way out of it that quickly. So, we're going to be talking about that. Also, I'm going to be talking about some of the shows that I've been watching. That's right. I'm actually going to give you guys a couple shows that I've been watching that I do like. So, I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up. I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support more than you can possibly know. I thank you guys for being here. It means everything. And today, we're coming in with renewed energy, renewed vigor, renewed life, and we're looking forward into the future, continuing to do what we know is right, continuing to be uncompromising. That is the word of the day, unyielding, uncompromising, in the face of so many people that want to tear down and deconstruct and destroy this country. So, without further ado, we got Benjamin over in YouTube chat saying, "What's up, brother? What's up with you? How you doing? Good of you to be here. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. And God is good. God is good in so many different ways. Oh, Heinrich is here. How you doing, brother? It's a blessed Sunday. I'll be honest, I didn't know if I was going to be streaming. I got some pretty terrible news yesterday. And, yeah, it sort of took me out a little bit. I had to do some things to distract myself. Internet beef, internet drama, anything I could to sort of just, avoid dealing with the issue. But now I'm good. I don't think I'll ever be the same really, but I think I'm good for now, which I'll take. So, we're gonna be getting into. I think first what I want to do is I want to talk about what's going on with my account over on X, because that will be extremely brief. What's going on in X is just absolute bullshit. Okay, Okay, I'm having to. I'm having to do some bootleg work over on X because they're pulling some shenanigans. Some absolute shenanigans. So we're going to be going over that. Okay. All right. So let me go over the basics for those that don't know. On my channel, donations are appreciated, but they're not required. I'm not DSP. I'm not the quartering. I don't make you guys, oh, well, all right, guys, now listen. You know, and by the way, for those that don't know DSP, he's like a notorious beggar. And he basically on stream locks certain content behind a paywall. Now, guys, if you don't pay, we're not going to be able to react to this thing. No, I appreciate each and every donation on my channel, but it's not required. I want people to be able to come in and enjoy my content, whatever their economic background is, whatever their economic status is. But I will always let people know that I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the support. I appreciate each and every person that decides to give to the channel. Okay? If you do donate on YouTube, $5 and up, text to speech, the message will show up on screen. Pomp and circumstance and all that, you know, it'll have a little confetti thing that comes up and your message will be read on stream. So that's just one way that you can participate in the conversation if you want to. That's if I'm doing videos or if I'm doing the in-between commentary. Heinrich says, no $8,000 for a K-Cup machine. No. It turns out that there was no K-Cup machine. The quartering was once again trying to extract resources from his audience, which again is why I use quartering as a reference, because that guy, I mean, he will use any underhanded tactic in the book to try to get money from his audience. We got Roach King. I just caught a 1 week suspension on X for going off with somebody about Fauci. Still a few days until I get out of read only. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. I don't know what's going on in X, but they are reverting to censorship. If we don't donate, how will TT make the K-Cups to stop coffee brand coffee? True. Yeah, but see, the thing is, you know, the quartering, he would, you know, emotionally manipulate his audience to give him money for projects like that. And if you are actually doing that and they actually wanted to donate, that's fine. But the quartering never bought the K-Cup machine. See, the thing with donations on my channel is I don't promise you anything for the donations other than what I promise you is that I will show my appreciation and my gratitude. I will always make an effort to just show you how grateful I am for donations and stuff like that. But they're not required. And to make my point even clearer, DSP locks certain parts of his channel behind it. Now, guys, if you don't donate, we're not going to play this game anymore. I use that as an example because it's the type of content creation I dislike the most. Where you treat your audience as though they're a piggy bank. And while it's true, I love money just like anyone else. I appreciate donations, but I don't expect them. I come into the stream and I don't expect anything. Which is, you know, for me, every penny, every cent, any of that is just appreciated. All that much more because it's not expected. So, we're going to be locking in. We're going to be doing a video on X. And what happened to my account. Brothers, this video is going to be very interesting for my channel because this is not going to be talking about a breaking news story or politics, but instead it's going to be talking about a situation that I encountered on my own X account. So when I woke up this morning, I found that my account had been placed in permanent sensitive content lockdown. What that means is that X, for whatever reason, deemed that my channel posts NSFW content and I can't turn it off, which definitely affects my business. It affects my ability to stream, have videos up, videos seen, because immediately it puts this wall so that people can't see the content. I demonstrated this on X by posting this right here. Now, wait until you see what X is deemed NSFW. I said, it seems that all the images I upload, and by the way, this includes videos and images, no matter what the image or video, it's now deemed NSFW. So I'm going to test it by posting a picture of Jesus Christ and see if it is hit with an NSFW label. And it was. Yeah. They deemed Jesus Christ NSFW. Now, the reason why this is so insane is because anyone who watches my channel knows I don't post NSFW. I don't post any of that. What I think triggered this, full disclosure, I posted an AI-generated video about a bunch of goblins. Invading your village and saying you don't want to have goblins invading your village. That it is morally and logically correct to stop the goblins by any means necessary when they seek to attack your village, rape your women, and plunder and pillage. But apparently that was enough to trigger the AI on X to now any video and any image I post is NSFW. That is crazy. That is legitimately crazy. I don't post pornography. I don't post things that are gore or viscera, and that's not at all what the Goblin video was. The fact is that they chose to do this, and getting in contact with a human being on X is nearly impossible. So here's my message. Elon Musk, the likelihood that you're going to see this video is almost nil. But in the eventuality that somehow, some way, you find your way to this video, you need to fix this system, okay? There needs to be a way to contact an actual human being if you have a problem. And more to the point, you need to make it so that whatever AI or human being is making the decisions and determinations, that they err on the side of caution, because my account is now permanently marked, and this is going to affect my business. Now, thankfully, I've found a workaround. Your system is retarded. I found a workaround. And the workaround is not optimal. It's not ideal. It's not what I would want to do. But thankfully, when I retweet other people and I quote tweet them, the video is not marked. So I can retweet others. But if I post a video, by the way, the Last Supper with Jesus Christ, deemed overly inappropriate. What's this one? Oh, that was a video. So if I post a link to my YouTube, it's deemed as inappropriate. However, you see, this is the workaround. I've created another account over on X called Tactical Templar Clips. And what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to post the image or video that I want on that channel and then retweet it to my channel. I'm having to work around your system because it's so unbelievably retarded. What you're doing here is bad for business. And I'm going to give you the same spiel that I would give to YouTube or any other platform. You just got done criticizing Twitch for banning Asmongold. And you're right to do that. But this is soft censorship. My channel does not post porn or NSFW content, and yet my channel is being treated like it does, which affects my business in a huge way. Meaning, if somebody wants to follow my channel, I mean, does it give them some sort of marking or notification that my channel is something untoward? Because that's not the case. And so this definitely has an impact on my reach and my ability to do business. So I'm just putting this out there, Elon, you need to figure this shit out. This is not okay. This is not acceptable. I'm going to make it work because that's what I do. I'm a problem solver. That's what I do. I had to come up with another account, Tactical Templar Clips, and that's where I'm going to be posting the videos, and that's where I'm going to be posting the images, and then I'm going to be retweeting them from my main account. I shouldn't have to do that, but I do because of the implementation of your faulty system. There is no reason that my channel should be locked, and it's not locked in the traditional way. It's not like it's suspended. You just shadow ban me. You did. You shadow ban me for no reason. And this does affect my ability to make money. This decision is taking money out of my pocket. Because I get money from X for posting on that platform. So having that limited or removed, it's a huge deal. It's a huge blow. So on top of that, by the way, you have all of these leftists and other degenerates that post some of the most disgusting shit, and they're fine. Their content's not censored, but mine is. Heinrich with a $2 donation. What AI you use? Test with SpaceX AI / Grok image. What AI do I use? I use Grok Imagine. For some things, I use ChatGPT for others. You know, those are usually the AI that I go with because Grok Imagine, it's affordable and it's relatively easy to use. So, but thank you for the donation, Heinrich. I appreciate the support, brother. Now more than ever, I appreciate the support because this is definitely going to be a blow. And I haven't really been able to get in contact with any human being over on X. And so likely this is not going to be resolved. Likely this is just going to be a thing that continues. You know, yeah. Are they are banning their own AI? Yes. Yeah. But see, the thing is, they didn't remove the post. They just put it behind an 18 plus, wall. So they don't want to outright ban people, but you're gonna destroy people's businesses. And yes, I use Grok Imagine to create that image. And yet, when I posted it on X, I didn't really think about it from that angle, but yeah, that's essentially what happened. Yeah, Grok Imagine is good for image. ChatGPT is best for storytelling and composing text, and CDANs for videos. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's a pretty fair summation of the AI system. It says, and I use them all for programming. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been going through. It's an unfortunate reality, but I'm going to have to now use this workaround. And this is definitely going to affect my viewership and the amount of views and the amount of money I get paid. Now, I know from a viewer standpoint, it's like, well, I don't really care. But I'll tell you, if you ever become a content creator, you will care. It does make a huge difference when you have platforms that are censoring your reach and your ability to make money. It does have an effect. And it is more than just losing the money, it's demoralizing. Because you realize that something unjust has happened to you. And that's what it is. I've never posted porn. I've never posted gore or viscera or anything like that. And now my channel is literally under attack. And I'm having to do this makeshift method when it shouldn't have to be this way. So I will let you guys know what the result of this is, just how bad the effect of my channel is. But yeah, going forward, if you want to, if you want to know what's going to, why I keep retweeting it, this is it. This is it. This is why. It's like, oh, why doesn't he post videos directly anymore? Why doesn't he post images directly? Because at this point on my X account, I could post a picture of Jesus Christ himself, and they will flag it as NSFW, which I think is just highly disrespectful. Highly disrespectful. But that's the current situation. Anyway, brothers, I want to thank you for watching. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time on this issue, but I want to thank you, and I'll see you next time. Okay. All right, let me post this on YouTube, and then we will move on topics. Brothers, we got some big topics to cover today. You're going to be glad that you tuned in. If you could, make sure that you share this. Make sure you share the stream. Let people know, because we're going to be talking about things that people need to hear about. We're going to be talking about things that people need to hear about. Make sure you share the stream. And yeah, we're just getting going. We're just getting started. Just getting started. No, we got a long way to go. So appreciate the support as always, brothers. Appreciate the support. Couldn't do it without you guys. Let's see. Right. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, got that done. Now we got a lot to go over. No, I'm recording videos while we stream. And that's why, I'll say, see you next time, but that's not the end of the stream. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. How do we want to phrase it? Brothers, big update on the ICE front. If you're interested in immigration and what's going on with deportations, well, this is going to be the video for you. We're going to be talking about what ICE is up to, and boy, oh boy, does this put a smile on my face. So first and foremost, we got Benny Johnson saying, Justin, DHS is planning to surge Ohio to arrest and deport Haitian immigrants who recently lost TPS. Roughly 350,000 Haitians are subject for removal. Let's go! 350,000 Haitians going home. It's a good start. It's a good start. All groups who lost TPS will be targeted for removal. By the way, TPS, I believe it stands for temporary protective status. So that means that these people were here. A lot of them, their immigration status was sort of up in the air. Biden let a lot of these people in, and Trump's like, you gotta go home. You gotta go. I don't care where you end up, but you can't stay here. So that is let me get a round of applause in chat. Let's get a round of applause going. This is an absolute win. This is an absolute win. They're going home. We need more of this on a massive scale. They got to go home. You know? And some people feel a certain type of way about this stuff, but you know what? Those people are only thinking about it from their very selfish, very linear, very one-dimensional perspective. They don't ever give the time of day to think of the people that are victims of these illegal immigrants, these people that shouldn't be here. They never think about the people on the receiving end of the harm. They only think about the victimizers and the brutalizers. They only think about the people that are committing the crimes, not the people that are on the receiving end. So women that are brutalized, that are assaulted, sexually assaulted, they don't give a shit. Because to them, it's more important to defend the third worlder coming in here and brutalizing somebody than actually doing the right thing. They just don't care. They don't give a shit. They just want a virtue signal. So this is an absolute huge win.
Right now, ICE planning dramatically to ramp up operations to deport Haitian migrants here in the U.S. This after the U.S. Supreme Court sided with the Trump team, ruling that TPS, known as temporary protected status, is temporary. Federal sources telling Fox that Ohio is heavily targeted. Let's get into that now with Chad Wolf, former acting DHS secretary. Thanks for coming back, and good day to you. Here are the numbers as they only apply to Haiti during the Biden years, going back to fiscal year 2025. I would draw the attention of our viewers to that bottom line number. Total encounters of Haitians under the Biden administration, almost 500,000. Chad, what now?
Yeah, look, Haiti had TPS since 2010, so going on almost 16 years, where each administration just kept extending it and extending it. And I think the Trump administration, as they have across about 9 or 10 different countries, have said that temporary protective status is just that, it's temporary. So the idea is that these individuals, if they don't adjust status, will need to leave the country, and ICE is there to enforce that order of removal.
Okay, so Chad, here's my question. I remember when this was happening, there were several countries who were given TPS, and Haiti was just one of them. So why is the attention on the Haitians right now, or is this just the first group?
Yeah, I don't think it's just going to be on the Haitians. I think it's going to be on all of those individuals, like I said, across 8 or 9 different countries that the administration has ended TPS on. They're all going to be targets for removal. And so I don't think it'll just be the Haitians, although that's going to be the largest group, as you indicated with those numbers. The Biden administration not only extended TPS, but then allowed a lot of these Haitians to come in on parole and other types of status coming in. And the administration has ended all of that, getting back to the original intent of immigration law. So, again, the focus, I don't believe, from ICE will just be on Haitians, but that's obviously what's being reported now. But there'll be other groups as well.
Well, you know what? That's a good thing. That's good. You know what? I'm okay with that. Send them all back. You know?
Do they have a major area they imported and they can use as a starting point to find them all?
I don't know. That's a good question. But I mean, apparently they seem to. They seem to have some idea that they can find them all. And you know what? You know what? We're here for it, buddy. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donation. It means more than you can know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? I'm glad I have a community of people that understand me. They get it. I want mass deportations. I don't just want mass deportations. I want every illegal alien in the United States to be removed. Every one of them. Now, some people will say, oh, that's cruel. No, it's cruel to allow people into the country that have no claim on being an American. Because those are resources, and those are jobs, and that's food, and that's medical supplies that should be going to an American family, an American kid, an American wife, an American husband. Those are supplies that should be going to them. If there are government handouts, it should only be going to Americans. If there's aid going to people of low income and status, that should be our homeless that, are getting the money. That should be our, lower income that are getting the cash. I want us to focus on America and Americans rather than the rest of the world. And what is evidently clear is that there are some people that think that America has an obligation to fix the world's problems, or we have to accept all of the people coming in. There was an Asmongold hater that I reacted to last night on stream, and that Asmongold hater basically made the implication. I don't even think this person really thought things through, but they were saying, well, they wanted to come to America for a better life from where they came from. So if we want to, prevent immigration to America, we need to make where they came from better. Well, that's the wrong way of looking at it, because you can't make the entire world, so desirable that nobody's ever going to want to come to America. You just are not going to be able to do that. You have to realize that there are some places where people are not equal. They have worse cultures. They have worse mentalities, for whatever reason. And you can't allow those people to come into your country. You have to stop it. You cannot allow them in. Anyway, to answer the question of Big Buddhist, here's a story you're going to like. ICE fits ankle monitors on Haitian immigrants in Ohio after TPS termination. So you wanted to know how they're tracking them? Well, ICE is fitting ankle monitors on these Haitian migrants. That's right. That's right.
We literally took in 3% of the entire Haitian population in 4 years of Biden. Insanity. There is a reason the Dominicans have them walled off.
Yeah, it's insane. You're going to take in a percentage of the Haitian population? That's crazy. By the way, look up the history of Haiti, and you will realize why we don't want any Haitians in America. At least not the ones, en masse coming in here. Open up a history book and look at Haiti. But anyway, thank you for the donation, Heinrich. I appreciate your support, brother, more than you can know. Thank you so much. And we're going to be taking a look. ICE is fitting ankle monitors on the Haitians. So you want to know how they're keeping track of them? Well, this seems like this is going to be the way that they do it, with ankle monitors.
Can we ask him a question?
Wow. Well, guys, this grown man is crying. There's a fat white woman there. Guys, there's a fat white woman there. You know what that means? There's a fat white woman and there's a crying man. That means we need to throw out all of our immigration policy. He's crying, guys. He's crying. How can we kick somebody out who's crying? I guess we can't have borders. I guess we can't have immigration law. The guy's sad. We need to basically just upend our entire civilization. We need to make all American citizens suffer, whether directly or indirectly, as a result of this emotional, this emotional imposition.
Bapaknya semakin melodi profesional dan
Iya, dan banyak.
ia mpakon laki sibuk laki espace dia itu.
Yo, bali ada bali.
Ya, nada mesmo. Cuidado muito bem, problema para o tempo. Se tudo for o bagulho, a fonte.
Oke. Ya, dia nak
Anyways.
Make sure to tell him to let us know if he needs sanctuary. We'll try to find a place for him.
We'll find a good word, something about
What is this guy? What is this guy saying?
Sanctuary. We'll make sure to tell him to let us know if he needs sanctuary. We'll try to find a place for him.
What is this old white guy doing?
Dia nak
Anyways.
Make sure to tell him to let us know if he needs sanctuary. We'll try to find a place for him.
Sanctuary? No, he's going home. That is his sanctuary. What are we even doing here? I'm so embarrassed by fellow white people, especially older white people. Like, don't even get me started. I could go on an entire rant about that. But there is a reason why there is a hunger to have these people returned. Because it is obvious that their presence in the country for years has been an imposition and a hindrance. It has raised prices. It has made job hunting more difficult for the lowest entry jobs. That, by the way, in a lot of cases used to be a ladder that people would, they'd get in higher positions if they worked there for a period of time. They'd gain experience. But those jobs are no longer available because they're being taken by some of the most, frankly, low IQ and some of the most, third world invaders. The healthcare system is bloated because of them. The housing market is bloated because of them. Food costs are bloated because of them. Like, everywhere you look, it is a direct result of mass migration and having more people here. Because anyone who knows anything about economics, let me just educate you on economics. Economics 101, supply and demand. Okay? If you have somebody that has something, like let's say a house, and there's one or two people that are interested in that house, well, the people that are looking to buy the house have more negotiating power than if there are 100 people looking to buy that house. If there are 100 people looking to buy that one house, the owner has complete and total latitude to keep raising the price. These people are interested and these people are interested. It gives the power to the owner rather than giving the power to the buyer. However, if you deport 80% of that, you still have a larger than average number, but you can still see how that puts more power directly in the hands of the people that are wanting to make the purchase. Putting the power in the hands of the consumer. And that's not just true of business, it's true of food. You have companies that go, there are way more people here now. We can charge more for our food. Because people are they're going to pay more because there's more of a demand. If you take them away, there's going to be less demand, meaning that you're not going to be able to charge the exorbitant prices. That's what I'm saying here. It's not just completely that. but it's part of that. That's a big part of it. The healthcare system. Every illegal that's in the country is taking the spot away from somebody who's an American. That's the reality. And there are industries that are profiting off of illegals being in the country, and that is unacceptable. We're going to watch this one more time, just because I think this is so unbelievably hilarious.
Can we ask him questions?
So many people will be emotionally manipulated by this, but those people are so sad, pathetic, and weak. A lot of the problems that we experience today are a result of their ineptitude and overly emotional position.
Kapi na.
Ano ko? Anyways,
Metadati.
ano ka ba?
Ano kapi? Gas on you.
We got a member in chat that says, "What is going on in this video?" So, obviously, chat, we got a late arriver. Somebody that's just coming in late. And in any school setting, respectfully, somebody would, just sort of slide into the classroom and pretend that nobody noticed. But, we got our boy here raising his hand saying, "Well, I'm late. I don't know what's going on. What's happening? Hello? Somebody feel me putting his feet up on the table? Hey, why don't we just let you run?" I'm just kidding. I'm giving you shit, okay? I'm giving you shit. He posted a dunce cap. Yeah, I understand. He's making a joke. Okay, what we're talking about is ICE. They're fitting ankle monitors on the Haitian migrants after the temporary protective status was terminated by President Trump, meaning that 300,000 Haitian migrants that should never have been in the country in the first place, well, they're going home. And in order to prevent them from, making it more difficult, they're putting ankle monitors. And apparently one of these Haitian people had a bit of a crisis.
Can we ask him questions?
Apparently he fell down in his legs got weak, arms heavy, mom's spaghetti. He fell down, had a major problem, and he's crying. Maybe we'll watch it one more time for the late arrival in the chat.
Kapi na.
Ano ko? Anyways,
Metadati.
ano ka ba?
Ano kapi? Gas on you.
And of course, we got a fat white woman. We got an overweight white woman to be like, oh, how can we be so cruel? How can we be so cruel to have immigration laws? How can we do this? Immigration laws. Oh, I do declare. And we got an old white guy, who basically does the same thing. And then you got me, who as an American says, how fucking dare you? How dare you put your own personal empathy above your fellow Americans? Because some Haitian who shouldn't even be here is crying right in front of you. Your response is good. Good. You should be crying. How dare you come to this country and take from hardworking Americans? Heiner says, why do I feel good watching him cry? Because it's catharsis. It's finally accountability. That's why. It makes you feel good. Not because you want to see people cry. You don't want to watch this guy cry. You'd rather you not know who this guy was. You'd rather him have stayed in Haiti. But we got a lot of traitors in this country that want to help the invaders. They want to open the gates. They want to let the invaders in. And my response to that is no. If you are an enemy, then you should be treated like an enemy. And maybe we'll deport you too. Wouldn't that be nice? You put this fat woman in a catapult and you send her to Haiti. I'm just saying it's egregious the way that some people treat this topic. They are overly emotionally manipulative. They try to blackmail you with suicidal empathy. And you know what? I've had enough. I don't feel any empathy for these people. I don't. They've had a good ride here. A lot of them have taken advantage, especially the Haitians and the Somalis. Every single Haitian and Somali in the United States that was here illegally has to go back. And that includes everyone else as well. But anyway, I wanted to bring this to your attention because this is currently what's going on. Shout out to the Morse Report. But now they're fitting them with ankle monitors. So that is a bit of good news. Anyway, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, let's get this uploaded.
The old man said he'd find shelter for them, hide them. That's what the ankle monitors are for. Does he not know enough about tech to get that?
Well, no, his thing is he wants them to declare sanctuary. So he doesn't want them to be deported. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the sort of underhanded thing where he's like, oh, well, maybe if we just, do this sort of, finagling, maybe they won't have to be deported. No, they're going home. Nope, they're going home. Sorry. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Farewell. But thank you, Buddhist, for the donation. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. I can't even tell you guys how much I appreciate your donations, your contributions to the channel. Sometimes I get a loss for words. The support is, it's incredible. So just thank you. The fact that there are people that watch my channel, the fact that there are people that donate, just means a lot. So thank you. Says it makes the liberals there sad, and they can't do anything about it. That that does feel good. Yeah, it does. It does absolutely. It's catharsis. It says he thinks he's a hero hiding Jews in the holly, like the farmer in the opening scene of Inglourious Basterds. Yeah, they do. They feel like, oh, this is a human rights violation. But this is nothing like internment. This is nothing like any of that. It isn't. Let's see. Oh, did it? YouTube, did you not play his text to speech? Oh, they censored it. YouTube, naughty. I'm not happy with you, YouTube. Sanctuary, did this retard liberal forget they destroyed the power of the church? I'll read it for you, okay? Did you see the old guy that had his baby mama deported? No, but that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. You know, YouTube, you're messing with my business here, okay? YouTube, I can only have one platform at a time try to take money from me, okay? I can only have one platform at a time try to rob me. X has already got a monopoly right now on trying to take my money. I can't have YouTube also trying to take my money by censoring the people that want to send super chats, okay? YouTube, wait in line. I'm sure if I get the thing worked out with X, I'm sure you'd be more than happy to try to take more money that people, would want to send through super chats to let me know what they think, okay? But not both at the same time, please. Not both platforms. It's got to be one or the other. If he wants to say retard in the super chat, by God, it's his money. Let him say it. Which, I guess the only real solution there, I would say, is you could always go and watch me on Kick. Kick.com/Tactical Templar, and you can send a donation there, and they're not going to censor you. But other than that, it's it's out of my hands, unfortunately. There you go. YouTube costing me money, costing me business. Naughty, YouTube. Naughty. Very not good. Oh, man. Now it's just what you deal with as a content creator. It's what you deal with. But again, I appreciate every donation, every support, every super chat, every donation, every cent. I appreciate all of it because it helps the channel run and it supports me. It allows me to do my thing. And so I definitely appreciate it. Now, what we're going to do, now that we talked about that, the next topic, we're going to do the visas. That's right, guys. You thought the immigration topic was over? Oh, no. No, the immigration topic is not over. The immigration topic is not over. We need to talk about student visas. We're going to talk about student visas. Okay. Let me make sure the YouTube chat is still working. Let me make sure YouTube chat is still working. And that it wasn't taken down. Let me just make sure. Okay. Okay, it does appear to be working. Great. Fantastic. You love to see it. I thought that maybe there was something wrong because there was a retard tower in chat and I didn't know if YouTube took down my stream. Who knows? You never know these days. These platforms are becoming more and more censor prone. So, okay, let's see. Okay. Here we go. Brothers, the Trump administration is doing amazing work when it comes to deportations. We just saw a story where Trump had won the removal of 300,000 Haitian immigrants that really shouldn't have been in the country at all. They were only here because Biden extended their temporary protective status longer than it should have been. And by the way, 300,000 Haitians, That's roughly 3% of the entire population of Haiti that we just basically took into the United States for no reason. So Trump is undoing this. We did another video about how the Haitian migrants are reacting. They're crying and falling down and all that stuff. It's embarrassing. But we have another win on the immigration front and basically protecting the United States from dangerous foreign bad actors. And that is what's going on with the student visas. So what's happened for a long time are these people coming in on student visas. We've seen a couple of people where they support Hamas, they support these terrorist organizations, they're anti-American, and they've been allowed to get away with, damn near murder. They've been able to go out there and promote, the extermination of Israel, the extermination of America, and now it seems like that's coming to an end. So here we have this from the Morse Report. Big fan of Matt Morse. I think he's doing a great job. Trump administration cracks down on student visas. Under the Trump administration, F1 international student visa approvals and issuances have seen their single largest one-year drop-off in recorded U.S. history, boys. That is what winning looks like. That is what winning looks like. The number one single largest year drop-off in recorded human history for these F1 international student visas. Let's go. But we're not done. F1 approvals and issuances for Indian students fell 62% from May 2024 to May 2025. Let's go! A drop of 62%. I guess they will not be redeeming. They will not be redeeming that 62%, sir. Oh, man. What an absolute win. What an absolute win. Let's go. Let's go. Now, we need to do something about the other 38%, but you know what? That's a good start. It says F1 approvals and issuances for Chinese students fell 34% from May 2024 to May 2025. Let's go. A round of applause. Good numbers. That's about a third. For Indians, it's about 2/3. 2/3 of the Indian students are like, you know what? I'm sorry, we cannot redeem. Okay, great. Love to hear it. International student travel to U.S. in August 2025, including returning students, was down 19% year over year. Yes! I voted for this. Let's go. I don't want to hear anyone say that there aren't any wins under the Trump administration. This is an absolute win. Spring 2026 semester enrollment for international students fell by 20% from spring 2025, with international graduate level enrollment down 24%. Let's go. The Trump administration currently has 19 countries under a full entry ban, with another 20 countries under aggressive partial entry restrictions. In total, these countries have seen a 97% reduction in F1 approvals and issuances. Mwah. In total, new international student enrollment in fall 2025 fell by 17%, with more than $1 billion in associated lost revenue, largest impacts in California, massive two shits, and New York. Inject this story into my veins. This story is everything. I love this. This is great news. Less international students from India, from China, and associated countries. The total number falling 20%, or fell by 17%. That is huge. Now we can do better. We can do better. And that's why I'm calling for continued pressure to make sure that this isn't a one-hit wonder. These massive reductions in F1 student visas are the ongoing result of a series of tightening U.S. immigration policies, such as limiting post-graduation grace periods, implementing firm F1 time caps without extensions, enforcing stricter rules on program transfers, and enhancing vetting specifically for Indian and Chinese students. W. That's my president, boys. This is what I voted for. 100%. This is what I voted for. You got Matt Morris. This is exactly what we need to see. And he's absolutely right. What an unbelievable win this is. It says, we have this other story here from the Morse Report. The Trump administration, through DHS, finalized a rule ending the duration of status loophole for student visas. Stays are now capped at 4 years, with mandatory USCIS extensions subject to biometrics and fraud checks. The grace period is reduced to 30 days to combat abuse.
If Hassan wasn't a tourist visa anchor, baby'd have needed a student visa, and he only came back to enjoy easy American college girls.
That's true. Thank you for the donation, Big Buddhist, but that is absolutely true. Hassan Piker lived most of his life in Turkey. He lived most of his early life in Turkey. He didn't live in the U.S. He was born here as an anchor baby, and then he was flown home to live the rest of his, most of his life in Turkey, and then only came back to the U.S. because he knew that, or he heard that college girls in the U.S. are easier. So he was a sex pest from the first. He's just a horny sex pest. And that's why he wanted to come to the U.S. He wanted to go to the University of Miami. So, interesting how things work out, isn't it? But yeah, if I were the president of the United States, I would say that any person who's born in the U.S. and immediately leaves to another country for more than like 5 years, that person basically forfeits their U.S. citizenship. So if you're born in the U.S. and then you're immediately flown overseas, you're no longer a U.S. citizen. I would end birth tourism by basically just establishing that you're not a U.S. citizen after a certain amount of time if you were born in the U.S. and you just flee. Because those people are not, they're not Americans. They're not Americans. They were never Americans. And to treat them as such is just, it's asinine. It's ridiculous. It's an insult to actual Americans. And so, yeah, I would absolutely make them forego claiming their citizenship if they're gone from the U.S. for multiple years. But what a win this is. Donald Trump he's been making moves. He's been moving and shaking. And I think this is a win. Let's take a look at some of the comments. We need to stop all work and student visas entirely. And this is 17% is not enough. Indian doctors and lawyers and engineers. working at Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, it is Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, culture is needed for citizenship. I agree. That's also something that's very important. Let's see. Fewer students will force colleges to reduce prices. Yes. Somebody who understands. Yes. If there are less people, it'll force them to reduce prices to try to entice people in. Yeah. If there are too many people, they're not gonna lower the prices at all. But anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention because this is a great story. Yet another massive win from the Trump administration. Yes, there are things to criticize when it comes to Trump. But if you are somebody that's willing to throw out the baby with the bathwater, you're willing to basically just disregard all the positive stuff that Trump does because you don't like him, I think that's short-sighted. I think you should see the benefits of this. And most people, I think, will. They will see the benefits of this. An America First America First policy, what it actually means is that you put Americans first. Americans first. Not foreigners. Not people that want to come to this country, but people who were born in this country. Who live in this country. They have their birthright in this country. This country is their inheritance. And it's being squandered on the rest of the world. I say no to that. Unless it is of such unparalleled necessity. I just think we need to focus more money in the U.S. and helping American citizens, not foreigners, not illegals, but American citizens. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I think this is a great story, great news. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Let's see, Trump. Okay. Okay. Got it. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna watch a video from our boy. We're gonna watch a video from our boy Tectone real quick. And then we have a couple other topics I want to get to, but first I want to talk about this. Apparently Tectone ended the career of Hassan. Let me make sure that this is a little bit quicker. Brothers, it's a massive day for the recently married. Tectone just got done from his... Actually, let me... Brothers, it's a massive day for the recently married. Tectone just came back a couple days ago, and he has been on fire. And one of the things that he's been able to do is get the attention of Hassan Piker and make Hassan Piker seethe with rage and envy and anger. Because Tectone has something that Hassan Piker has never had and will never have, which is a committed relationship. A woman that said, I do at the altar. Whereas most women, they may say Hassan Piker's attractive, but he's not marriage material. Let's be honest. So, Tectone has a wife, and he's closer to having a kid than Hassan Piker ever will. So, this has caused Hassan to seethe and maul and rage and fume. And we're here to document all of it. We're here to talk about it. Because Hassan Piker is a truly loathsome person. A truly despicable, vile, narcissistic lowlife who says things like this.
We're going to keep bringing in immigrants in this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're going to destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
I mean, weird from somebody like Hassan who claims that he's white. Kind of odd, huh? Well, Hassan has also said things like this.
Like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these millionaire, billionaire, WASP fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire fail daughters is like, in some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like taking these guys and putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the broader society.
Yeah, well, you know, if I had said something like that on Twitch about Muslims, you know, hey, you know, we need to take these Muslim women, and if I'd said anything even approaching that, I would get banned. I get nuked from freaking orbit. But Hassan doesn't even get banned for saying something that dastardly and despicable. Just casually saying that white Anglo-Saxon Protestant women deserve to be put in with these, you know, people that are predators. He doesn't think that the predators should go to jail. He thinks they should be put in a pen with other people. That is absolutely indefensible. But anyway, we're going to be taking a look at Tectone talking about Hamas Biker, giving his thoughts on what, you know, how does Tectone think he's ruined Hassan's career? In a way that Hassan hasn't ruined his own career.
Welcome back to youtube.com/Tectone, or if you're joining me on rumble.com/Tectone. I don't discriminate for viewers on the internet, but here we have a great thing to talk about. Hassan Piker's just a little bit mad. He's just a little bit mad at your boy because I have been going on a generational run on Twitter. We're going to show you what he said. I'm going to show you why he's angry, and then I'm going to tell you what he can do about it. So here we go. We have Hassan Piker. Here we go. Let me tell you. Tell me if you can tell that he's mad. Let's talk about it.
It's usually the same accounts. Now, this one came, I believe, from Rape Tone, generational rapist Tone.
You worry so much about what I say. You have to poison the well that hard before hearing anything that I say. You call me a rapist. You call Next Taco a pedophile. You call Asmongold a pedophile. You call every right-winger child rape. Listen, Hassan, not everybody who agrees with you is a criminal. Now, it's great that you really think that they are. That's how you cope with yourself every single day. But man, he's mad.
Yeah, everyone who disagrees with Hassan is some form of criminal. Yeah, a little slip up from Tectone there. But yeah, not everyone who disagrees with Hassan is a criminal, Hassan. In fact, I would argue that the inverse is more likely to be true. That if you agree with Hassan, you are more likely, I'm not saying that it's 100%, but you are more likely to support terrorism and political violence and extremism. Yeah. The people that criticize Hassan do so for a very legitimate reason. It's because the things that Hassan Piker says, what he stands for, what he does, is all completely and totally repulsive. Hassan is a repulsive person, inside and out. He is somebody that is just surface level to the extreme. He is beyond a one-dimensional thinker. He will talk about the way that a person looks. He'll talk about their personal visage. Oh man, I bet more Pegasus is fat. It's like, even if he was 600 pounds, what the fuck difference would that make? He's right about you. But you think that you can dismiss him by appealing to vain things like appearance. Now, with Tectone, you can't really go after his appearance because, I mean, he's in pretty good shape. So you call him a rapist, even though there's no evidence for that at all. He's not a convicted rapist. Not at all. The fact is, Hassan, you have more things on your ledger as it relates to sex crimes than Tectone does. But you've never been convicted. He's never been convicted. So I would never call you a rapist, even though you've admitted to going to Diddy parties, and even though you've admitted that you went to a brothel that was rated for trafficking underage girls, and you were bragging about how you had sex at that brothel. Like, your measure of value is in the most surface level stuff, in appearance and in getting girls. That is your measure of success, which tells me you're absolutely low IQ and you're pathetic. You don't actually care about the topics or the substance or being honest or truthful. You look at everything as a political game for how you can gain things. How can I get more things for me? And it's just so transparent and obvious. It's pathetic.
Now let me show you why. So I got the vegetable virus the other day. I got the vegetable virus about maybe like 72 hours ago, where I've been doing hot diarrhea 12 days in a row. Or sorry, 12 times in a row. Not enjoyable. I thought you guys.
Oh my gosh. Tectone. I didn't want to display this, but let me just tell you, I got the Taco Bell virus. I didn't even eat Taco Bell, but you know, the lettuce that I got, it gave me hot, acidic diarrhea for days. I felt freaking miserable. I could barely stream because every time I'd be talking about a topic, like, oh shit. Like, oh God, okay guys, gotta run to the bathroom. I had to do that for multiple days. So I understand your pain, brother. I understand it's not fun. It's not fun. Nobody wants to hear about this in chat, though, Tectone. Nobody wants to hear it. Even my own chat is like, save it for your diary. Yeah, nobody wants to hear this. I don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You know, nobody wants to hear about the hot acidic diarrhea.
You guys would want to know that. And so I took a day off. I took a day off. And in my day off, while I was playing Splatoon, having sex, hanging out with my friends, enjoying the married life, I said, you know what? Every now and then I would take 30 seconds to make a banger tweet. One of the banger tweets I made yesterday, this one, you guys are going to kick out of this one if you haven't followed me on Twitter. You should, by the way. x.com/Tectone. I tweeted out, why are they called minorities if they're literally fucking everywhere?
By the way, congratulations to Tectone on his marriage, brother. And it appears that Tectone is already at work trying to create a kid. Great job, Tectone. Great job. You're way farther along than Hassan. And the thing that's crazy is Tectone has more substantial W's than Hassan. Because Hassan has never gotten a girl to agree to marry him. And more than that, now Tectone is married. You know? He's married now. And now he's working on having a kid. Whereas Hassan is still single because no woman wants to date somebody like Hassan.
53,000 likes, 2 million views, because I'll be real, man. I really am him. We got motion. We do. We got motion. By the way, think about making merch soon. Guys, how do we feel about a Deport Hassan Piker shirt? Would you guys buy it? Press like on the video if you'd buy a Deport Hassan Piker shirt. Making that in the works right now. It's going to be great. That'll be coming very soon. It's going to be coming very soon. We're all going to love it. We're all going to love it. It's going to be a great time. So anyways, we decided to tweet about Hassan, a.k.a. tell the truth about Hassan for a little bit. And some of our tweets got a little bit of motion. They did a little bit of motion. 75,000 likes and 8.2 million views because, well, I found a nice little Hassan clip that he's not happy that I found. Yes, you want to know why? Because Hassan, are you regretting what you've done to me yet? I just want to know. Have you come to terms with the monster that you've created? Hassan, I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. I'm going to hate your ass for the rest of my life. And it only ends one way, buddy. It only ends one way. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. It's going to be great. So are we regretting slandering and defaming me? Because let me tell you, Hassan, you can tell as many lies as you want about me. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell the truth about you. And you are not going to like that. And you go home to your bed. No one's there. Sad little man. All of the steroids, all the money. No girlfriend, no wife, no kids. Just a sad little man with a sad little head. So now you tell a lot of lies about me, Hassan. So now I'm going to tell the truth about you. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows it. You like going on these little PR tours where You got to go into this PR stunt and then this PR stunt. Oh, just wait, buddy. I'm going to make sure everybody knows the things you have done, my boy. You wonder why? Because I don't care about the glitz and the glam. I don't care about the spotlight. The only thing I care about, have a nice house. People leave me alone. Have a nice wife. Have some kids. Retire. I'm chilling. I don't give a fuck. Your fame is everything to you. See, me, I just do this for fun. I just do this for fun. I don't care about new viewers. I don't care about getting new subscribers. The only thing I care about is keeping my old ones. And I love my community. They've been here for 8 years. They're never going to go anywhere. I love them with my whole heart. I have one of the most loyal communities on Rumble, one of the most loyal communities on YouTube. And despite me not giving a fuck, we're still growing every day. The channel's doing very good. I love it. It's very nice. It is what it is. Now, let's see what I found about you.
We're gonna keep bringing in immigrants to this country on purpose, just so they can fuck your sister, and then maybe even your daughter. We're gonna destroy the white race, bitch. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah, this coming up, aptly timed as 60,000 Moroccan immigrants illegally invade Spain. Anchor babies and deranged psychopaths like Hassan Piker says how he wants more immigrants in America to rape our daughters. Yeah, little bit insane. We post this at a very good time. You know, we save these things, Hassan. And by the way, Hassan Piker, just to let you know, there are 2 scenarios where you can get me to fuck off. One is apologize. And I mean this generally, Hassan. You go live and you apologize and you admit that you have been lying about me for years. I'll never talk about you again.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's a good deal. By the way, there are way more clips like that one in the archives just waiting to be found. The One Piece is real. This time it's the one piece of shit. Hassan has clips in his past that he desperately doesn't want out there. He desperately doesn't want them out there. Believe that.
It's really that easy because Hassan Piker, we have far worse clips than that I will release whenever the time is right. So maybe we just stop lying about me. Maybe we just stop defaming me and just realize the only reason why you don't like me is because I have differing political views and I don't support terrorism. Anyways, let's continue. We have another one of Hassan Piker where he says American soldiers are less than cattle and should be shot at.
Doing one good thing, which is that, like, if you have these millionaire, billionaire, wasp fail sons,
oh, sorry. This is the wrong clip. That clip's coming next. This is the clip where he thinks it's better to date rape wealthy white women. Yep, from a utilitarian perspective, he says it's morally fine to move rape into a wealthy white woman's zone and have them be raped. So,
oh, Tectone, it's actually worse than that. Tectone, it's actually worse than that. He said WASP. WASP is white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. He's talking about raping white Christian women for the crime of being Christian, being white, and being part of a wealthy family. So that would include women like Stephanie McMahon from WWE, who is white, who is born, in a Protestant household. Somebody like her. That's who he's talking about. For no reason. That is the utilitarian standpoint from who? From what? That's crazy. That is legitimately crazy. It is an evil and indefensible statement.
I don't really know why Hassan talks so much about justifying rape and then calls me a rapist. But yeah, it's a little bit weird, don't you think?
At least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters is, like, in some respects, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, taking these guys and putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the broader society.
Yeah, so context for that, he said that he wanted to take a bunch of date rapers in college and then put them into a all-white, wealthy Christian college of women instead. And he thinks that would be better. Little bit insane talking about rape if it's on a tier list, as well as saying it's fine if migrants rape white girls, but not their own people. Yeah, I don't know, Hassan. Little bit insane. Put out another tweet called Loving All the New Followers Day, unified here by one thing, our shared hatred of Hassan Piker. God bless America. By the way, I love whenever I get met in real life by one of my fans we dap up, we hug, and we say, fuck Hassan Piker. Man, it feels good, Hassan. It's crazy how much people don't like you. And then Hassan Piker, get this, he stoops down to a new level. And he goes, this was on Earth, by the way. LOL, Hassan Piker fans managed to get a site that lists all of his scandals and outrageous statements marked down as unsafe so it can't be posted about here anymore. Yes, Hassan Piker is attempting to make third-party websites that he can use for safety violations and community notes to get anybody criticizing him taken down and blacklisted from the website. That's how desperate this guy is from us shit-talking him, and that's how desperate this guy is to prevent people from telling the truth about him. Because Hassan Piker knows he's a horrible people. We know he's a horrible person. And guess what, guys? Soon, global news will know he is a horrible person because, Hassan, you are not moving on from this. Absolutely not. Until you've apologized to me, to Asmongold, to Nux, and all of my other friends for all of the lies you've told about us for fucking years. Until you correct the record, fuck you, buddy. Straight up, fuck you. Until you apologize for saying that Asmongold's a pedophile to check his hard drives. Until you apologize for saying that Asmongold is responsible for killing his own mother. Until you apologize for saying his dad would have been ashamed of the man he is today, the day after he died.
Yeah. I mean, it really is quite evil and indefensible, the way that Hassan operates. And by the way, Hassan, that's why people hate you. That's why people hate you. You are somebody that is willing and able to lie as easily as you breathe about people that you don't like. But the thing is, it diminishes you. It diminishes you and not the other person, because what it reveals is you have no duty of care over the things that you say. You're willing to spew any sort of lie or bit of misinformation, and it diminishes you. It's the same way that the mainstream media has diminished themselves over time. Hassan, when I talk about you, or Tectone talks about you, we talk about things that you said on stream, things that you've done. And that's probably what chaps your ass, is we show clips of things that you've done, things that you've said, behaviors that you've demonstrated, and we say this is bad. You make shit up. You go, oh, Asmongold, he's an Israeli Zionist, Epstein Island enjoying, what else can, he is Jewish. He's a blue Jew. He's blue and he's Jewish. Like, you malign and attack and defame people because it's a coping mechanism for you, because in your mind, you want to make people worse than you know that you are. And it doesn't work because most people can see right through it.
Go fuck yourself. I don't like you, Hassan. That's the truth. I really don't like you. And yeah, we're going to need an apology, and you will apologize.
Is there any other way that Americans should be concerned that Iran could attack the American homeland?
No, they have enough bases around us. Why we should go further than that?
He said, nah, you got plenty of cattle in the region. Don't worry. We got plenty to shoot at.
Equating American soldiers to cattle that Iran can happily shoot at. The soldiers who put their life on the line for our freedom, they put their life, their blood, their sweat, and their tears into our soil to make sure that we have the freedom to live a comfortable life. They sacrifice themselves for us. And Hassan Piker calls them cattle to be shot at. Absolutely not. This guy is an anti-American, terrorist-supporting piece of shit, and he should be deported. He should be fucking deported. And this shouldn't even be a hot take, because everybody's already saying it because it's the fucking truth. Elon Musk called out for a double standard for banning Asmongold because he wants to protect and secure borders at any means necessary. Yet they'll allow Hassan Piker to say he wants migrants to come into the United States so they can rape our women. Also, we have another great image of Hassan Piker taken from his Facebook. This was actually his profile picture of him having his knee and his shock device on his poor dog Kaya. Hashtag free Kaya. Fuck this man. And Asmongold said nothing wrong. Here's the reality, Hassan. And I'm going to give you two options. You can apologize, and it's really that easy. It's really that easy. All you have to do is just admit that you lied. That's it. If you go live and you give a heartfelt, sincere apology where you admit all of your lies, to not just me, my friends. And you're also going to have to upload that to YouTube as well. I'm good. That's all I really want. I'll never talk about you again. Hassan, I really don't care that much about you. I just want you to correct the record. You have been lying about me, Nux, Asmongold, and many other of my friends. Go live and admit you lied. Admit that you lied. You want to go be a left-wing radicalist on the news? I don't care. Admit that you have lied for years. Admit that you also worked with Mizkif to get people to stalk me in real life. I've seen the receipts, Hassan.
Damn. I want to see those receipts.
So admit the wrongdoing that you have done to me. Admit that you have lied about my friends for years and take back what you said, and I will move on. It's really that simple. But until you do, I'm going to continue to tell the truth about you.
Fair.
I'm going to give you two options. You can apologize, or there's another fun one. And this one's really good, and I hope you pick this one. Hassan Piker, meet me in a boxing ring.
Oh!
We'll both have 6 months training time.
Hassan will never. Hassan will never. He does not have the testicular fortitude to get in the ring with Tectone.
Time, very easy. You're going to have to get off steroids. That's the truth. You're going to have to stop all of your substances and meet me in a boxing ring in 6 months. If you win, I will give you $500,000 and I will delete my channel. It's really that easy. Or if you don't want the $500,000, we can donate it to Palestine or we can donate it to Iran. I don't care. Meet me in a boxing ring and I'm going to beat your ass. And if I don't, I will delete my channel and $500,000 to the charity of your choice. It's really that easy. Or Sam Hyde. Up to you. That being said, if you do accept my challenge, Sam Hyde, I would love it.
Oh, God. Sam Hyde. Oh, gosh.
Boxing coach. Because I definitely have no experience.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Tectone versus Hassan in a boxing ring? $500,000 in the channel on the line. $500,000 in the channel on the line. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to be victorious? The bald egg known as John Tectone, or the balding Islamist, the terrorist supporter, the anti-American, the sweaty, greasy Turkish meatball that smells bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we could have the bout of the century. A bout that would bring all eyeballs on to the platform. Man, I'd love to do some commentary on that. I'd love to do commentary on that. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, representing America and free speech and the rule of law, we've got the bald wonder, Mr. White Bread himself, the egg that doesn't peg, John Tectone. And in this corner, we've got the brown Fabio, the Islamist, the Hamas terrorist supporting. Luffy would do what you do. Disgusting, degenerate, pig fucking Hassan Piker. Childless. And he shocks his dog. Oh my God. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I'd be pretty stoked. I'd be waiting for that. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that would be something.
He looks good enough to be thirst bait in a bathtub, but his muscle are as fake as his personality. Techie would turn him into origami.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you guys, you don't even know the half of it. Hassan is incredibly weak, which is why he will never, ever, 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 ever take this offer. Hassan just doesn't have it. He's not going to do this. But I want you to understand that if Tectone were to ever get in a boxing ring with Hassan, it would be over. It would absolutely be over. It wouldn't even be close. Now, Tectone says, I don't have experience, but neither does Hassan. Hassan has no experience fighting at all. It would be it'd be a very, very, I imagine it'd be a very, very short brawl. And I got to tell you, I would absolutely back Tectone on that. Absolutely back Tectone on that. Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine the? Oh gosh, it's incredible. By the way, thank you, Baked Buddhist, for your donation. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate your support more than you could know. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I know that Tectone isn't going to do it. I'm sorry. I know that Hassan isn't going to do it. I know he doesn't have, he doesn't have it in him. He just doesn't have that. You know, Hassan talks tough. But if he actually had to back it up, there's just no way. There's just absolutely no way. So, it's unfortunate. I don't think it's going to happen, but man, can you imagine if it did? Can you imagine the idea of Hassan Piker kicking and like the kicks and the punches from Hassan? I just, it's something else. It's something else to imagine, but we will look forward to the possibility of that. Maybe. Like, what do you think the odds are? Be honest. What do you think the odds are of something like that? If you had to be perfectly honest, what do you think the odds of Hassan getting into a boxing ring with Tectone for charity? You know, whatever other reasons you want to say. But what do you think the odds of that are? I'm thinking maybe 3%. Because I want you to keep this in mind, by the way. Please keep this in mind. Okay. All right. So we're gonna watch that one more time. Yeah. Yeah. I just want you guys to understand that that is Hassan Piker. Oh, by the way, here's another clip. How about one more time? Hey, Tectone, are you scared? You scared now, Tectone? One more time. Are you terrified yet, Tectone? Woo! Oh man, the chat says women's self-defense training video. Oh man. Oh gosh, Tectone versus Hassan. I'm sorry. Can we watch the kicking video one more time, please? Can we watch the kicking video one more time? That was just, I need to see that again. Like, that is the saddest, weakest, and most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Tectone's gonna wrap it up. We got maybe 30 more seconds, but yeah, that's about it.
Anyways, guys, those are the terms, Hassan. I know I make you very upset, and you have a very easy option to make me go away, but until you do, I'm going to continue telling the truth about you every day. And you say you don't care. I don't know, Hassan. A 6-minute crash out where you like to lie and slander me over and over and over and over and over again. Not really a good look, buddy. So anyways, I'll see you on the next one. God bless Asmongold. Hope you're doing good, buddy. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Hope you come back with a wife and kid. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be. It would absolutely be amazing. But anyway, W video from Tectone here. I like Tectone. I do. The guy got a completely terrible deal with his whole ex and stuff like that. I feel bad for him. But yeah, we're gonna be moving on. But I wanted to bring this to your attention. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay. All right. Okay. Challenge. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like just a fight between Tectone and Hassan? That would be everything. That'd be so funny. And Tectone is extremely tall. People don't really understand how tall Tectone is. Anyway, give me a minute, guys. Give me a BRB. Give me a BRB. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. A brief intermission at the near 2 hour mark.
Morning breaks on the interstate. Steel birds cut the pale blue haze. From the farms to the harbor gates, one bright flag in a million ways. Hands that build and hands that mend. Hard-won miles from end to end. Every road and river name burns like iron in our veins. Hear the call, the signal rise. From the coast to mountain skies. When the shadows try to land, we stand. America, hold the line. America, tonight is mine. Tactical Templar, online, guard the flame, defend the line. America, hold the line. America, we rise. Tactical Templar, online, steal the heart, defend the light. In the grid of a million screens, he moves like a ghost through code and beams. A chrome cross goes through code and beams, a chrome cross knight with a focused eye, breaking down every false disguise. Spam walls flood the open gate, he reads the lies, he seals the breach. Every threat that tries to crawl meets a wall, meets a wall. Hear the call, the signal rise, from the coast to mountain skies. When the shadows try to lead, we stand. America, hold the line. America, tonight is mine. Tactical Templar online. Got the flame, defend the light. America, hold the line. America, we rise, we rise. Tactical Templar online. Steal the heart, defend the light. In the dark of the midnight feed, he plants truth like a battle creed. No surrender, no retreat, just the thunder under his feet. From the screen to the steadfast shore, he stands for the things worth fighting for. One nation, loud and alive. We endure, we survive. America, America. America, hold the line. America, tonight is mine. Tactical Templar online. Guard the flame, defend the light. America, hold the line. America, we rise, we rise. Tactical Templar online. Steal the heart, defend the light. Hold the line, hold the line. We rise, we
Ah, we are back. We are back, brothers. Welcome back. Oh gosh. Yep, here we are. So, we got more videos to do. We got more topics to cover. Let me see. Let me pull up the next one, and man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. We're gonna be talking about Tectone's ex-girlfriend. That's right, boys. We're gonna be talking about Tectone's ex-girlfriend because, oh man, this is just too good. I'm not gonna rip off the Band-Aid, but guys, you're not gonna believe this. You are not gonna believe this. Brothers, it's hard to remain humble when you're as right as often as I am. You know, when it comes to the situation with Tectone, I got a huge amount of shit for supporting Tectone at the time. I didn't believe his ex-girlfriend. Her story didn't make any sense. There wasn't really any evidence. The only quote-unquote evidence was her testimony, and the fact is, Tectone was never convicted of anything. No, that's not what a civil trial is. It's not a criminal proceeding. And especially when you have a rogue activist feminist judge and you've got an entire system that is predicated on discriminating against men, yeah, it was very clear that Tectone didn't really stand a chance. However, let's take a look at where each one of them ended up. Tectone very recently got married. That's right, guys. Tectone is married. And he got married to a nice, beautiful girl. And they're talking about having kids. This is the picture that Tectone posted, and I responded, Tectone won. Absolutely, Tectone won. He got married, and they're now they're working on having kids. That's great. But what about Tectone's ex-girlfriend, the one that falsely accused him of a serious crime, even though she had no evidence? Well, guys, this is one of the biggest punchlines. His ex-girlfriend is one of a number of whores that is on a quote-unquote dating show that is aiming to be part of Drake's cum dumpsters. Yeah, one of Drake's rotations.
Damn.
Am I your type?
Yeah, I think it's more than that. You know, it's like I could like learn new things, and I feel like we're like
a lot of things, you know.
okay. Well, we're like opposites, but I feel like opposites attract. The one thing I would do would be anything you want. So you just get to pick.
He's a simp. Drake is a massive freaking simp.
Pick one thing, anything in the world, and I'll buy it for you.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah. You don't have to decide right now, but
If I already,
you know?
would you buy my mom a house?
Oh, well, yeah, I'd love to.
Would you buy my mom a house? You just randomly ask somebody, would you buy my mom a house?
Wait, really?
Sure.
Whoa.
Because she's wanting to retire another child.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
This is one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen. This is one of the most genuinely pathetic things I've ever seen. You become a number. You basically put a tramp stamp on your forehead to get a house. But anyway, guys, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Hello, what's your name?
Pink.
Literally, I'll call you whatever.
Pink.
Honestly, nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I might need to see a birth certificate. Is that your actual legal name? Or?
Could be, maybe. Gotta find out.
You can't pressure her, you know what I mean? That's just how she wants to
Right.
intro right now.
Okay.
This is the type of girl you just let her
Oh,
kinda do.
Right, okay,
This
so your
is
name's
embarrassing.
Pink.
This,
Actually, you should say like pink.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like with the hip thing?
Yeah,
Or?
you gotta do the hip thing.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably.
God, this is so embarrassing. She's so disgusting. Anyone who believed this woman, by the way, you are a genuine bona fide simp for the rest of your life, and you're an actual retard. There aren't words in the English language to express the level of pathetic that you are if you actually believed her because you simply didn't like Tectone. This is one of the least credible women on the planet, and you believed her with zero evidence other than her testimony, which is insane because in similar situations, you would not have ever believed a woman if it was against one of your friends. So, I mean, this just establishes that these people are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just the most gutter trash, embarrassing shit I've ever seen.
Lena.
And people insane that this isn't considered prostitution and is somehow legal. Now, by the way, victim. This woman was a victim of evil Tectone. Get the fuck out of here. Watch this.
How are you?
Have a question. Would you be down to open a pack of Magic the Gathering cards?
Would I be down to open Magic the Gathering cards?
Yeah, I got some
I see you.
March of the Machines. I got the collector boosters.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know if you want me to grab them or if you want to grab them.
I can take one and then you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one. I think I'll do this middle one.
All right.
That is in.
She's a whore! She's a whore! Are you fucking kidding me? You believe this woman? Really? You believe her? Hang your head in shame. Nicholas Diorio. All you people, the snarking community, Nicandros, Shamu, all you people, hang your head in fucking shame. Embarrassing. This is the woman that you believe. Oh, she's obviously so traumatized, guys. Oh man, no, she's just this innocent, poor. And yeah, I'm sure. And you know what, guys? I'm sure if you simp hard enough and you send her enough cash, maybe she'll pay attention to you. Get the fuck out of here. You freaks make me sick.
There.
Yep, you got it. There you go. Nice, nice.
It's warm too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. Holy.
Sorry.
Wow. Magic flirting is crazy.
Ooh.
Okay.
This enchantment's really pretty though. Are you into role play?
Oh my gosh, this is disgusting.
Silly?
Like silly.
A little silly?
Yeah. I am absolutely, by the way, you can look me dead in my eyes. If you say do it, I would fully
Okay. You're saying this, and now I'm gonna like test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
What the fuck?
You're saying this, and now I'm gonna like test it.
Okay. What do we, just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
Would you bark for me? Oh yeah. No. Guys, no. You're totally right. No, this woman isn't a freak. No. No, it was Tectone the whole time. Shut the fuck up. Every single one of you needs to get on your hands and knees and apologize to fucking Tectone and apologize to me. The shit that I took for telling the truth. Because these low IQ mongoloid simps couldn't handle the reality. And she's telling Drake, bark for me. Oh no, Tectone was abusing this poor, innocent, chaste, virgin woman. Shut the fuck up. You are so pathetic if you believe this woman for 1 second. This guy, Drake, is an absolute fucking loser. What a simp. Would you bark for me? No. I'm a grown man. I have millions of dollars. I don't need to bark for anyone. No, absolutely not. But he does.
Good boy.
Yeah.
I get. Yeah, you know what the role play.
I'm like, I know exactly what to.
Oh, somebody says that's Drake? Yes! Yes, that is Drake. That Drake. The Drake that got absolutely humiliated by Kendrick Lamar. That Drake. The Drake that got absolutely obliterated by Kendrick Lamar. That is who this whore is sitting at a table with and flirting in this really obnoxious, grotesque way, basically prostituting herself out for a house. Which, by the way, do you think Drake is going to pay the taxes on the house? Do you think he's going to pay the taxes? Do you think he's going to pay the taxes in perpetuity? The property taxes? You know, because when people say, would you buy me a house? I don't think Drake is going to buy her a house and then pay the taxes on it. And then, because if somebody gifts you a house, you do have to pay income tax on that. So that's going to fuck with her taxes. So she's going to have to pay income tax off of that. And then not only that, you got to pay property taxes. So imagine this. But by the way, guys, Drake is picking up Tectone sloppy seconds. Oh man.
You know what? Never mind.
Okay, we should continue this.
Now you have lube on you. Congratulations.
Oh, well, I've done worse for less, honey.
Man, that's so fucking embarrassing. Oh, and of course, Mizkif. Mizkif coming in. Mizkif coming in. You got to talk about it. All right, guys. All right, what do you guys say, Mizkif?
I didn't see her stream or thing, but I did hear about it. That's hilarious. Pink Chu got chosen by Drake. I love it. I love it. She deserves it. She's the best. I hope they have.
Yeah, you know what? You're such a fucking rat. Of course you would stand a whore. Because you don't like Tectone. You are that petty and pathetic of a person. You know, and you know, the thing about it is, the Bible talks about people like Miskiff all the time. The people that are captured by their own vices and are captured by their own, overly emotional state, vengeance, revenge. And it's always self-destructive. It's a poison. And people like you, Miskiff, in the end, you destroy yourself. Because your highest principle, your highest value is not truth. It's not integrity. It's nothing other than what feels good in the moment. That's your highest value. What feels good in the moment. Not realizing that not only by you supporting her do you damage all men, because obviously this woman was not credible. She was not believable. But you yourself have been claiming I'm a victim of false allegations. But when it's somebody else, you're willing to promote them, you're willing to push them. Which tells me that not only are you short-sighted, but you're an idiot. But of course, Miskiff is celebrating.
Have kids. I hope their kids have kids.
You think Miskiff can't be serious? That he thinks that Drake is going to actually settle down with Tectone's ex? Do you think that's what's going to happen? That they're going to have like a happy family? That you think that's what's going to happen? Oh, man. No, I don't think Miskiff is that stupid. I think he knows that this is basically an advertised like prostitution ring where he's going to fuck her and then he's going to dump her. But that's not even accurate because he's not going to dump her because they're not going to ever be in a relationship. They're not getting married. That's not what this is. That's not what this is going to be. It says, isn't Drake a pedo? Yeah! Well, I mean, according to Kendrick Lamar, hey, Drake, I heard you like him young. But Miskiff doesn't care if he's potentially a pedo. Doesn't care about any of that. Because to him, the most important thing is maybe I can make Tectone look bad. But this doesn't make Tectone look bad. This makes Miskiff look bad through his reaction. And it makes his ex-girlfriend look fucking horrible.
I hope they're a great family. You know, I really think she's the best and she deserves it, you know? Yeah, it'll definitely
What a massive simp.
be a change of pace for Pink Chew at Drake's cock, that's for sure. Definitely be some new territory for her.
So, Miskiff is thinking about Tectone's cock. Okay. That's not something that grown men usually think about, other men's cocks, but,
I don't know if the world is ready. I don't know if the world is ready to accept like what I feel is like my
dream.
Yeah, what is my like partner? Because I feel like it's like some like tweaked out like goth kind of like tatted all over.
That's
like,
your type?
Yeah. I don't know if the world is ready.
Here we go.
I like small dicks. Honestly, I like small dicks. She's the alpha.
Do you have a big penis?
Pretty average.
If your ex were to tell me anything about you that is negative, what would they tell me about you?
I haven't broken up with my exes, it's been them breaking up with me. So, it's not a bad thing. No. I'm too understanding. Too loving.
My heart's too big. My dick's too big.
Exactly. You said it, I didn't.
Honestly, I like...
So, no matter how you look at this is such an unbelievable L. Because everyone knows that Drake is not going to get
I don't know if the world is
relationship with Tectone's ex. They know that this is not going to be something that actually happens. They know it. I know it. We all know it. I mean, if you want to play make believe for the short term, you know what? Fine. But Tectone is the one that won. He is the one that won because he's in a relationship with somebody that isn't an online prostitute. In fact, I don't even think Tectone's wife is an influencer on social media at all. which is a massive fucking W. Massive W. But I have confidence that Tectone's marriage is going to last and that he's going to have kids based on what I've seen, the caliber of the woman that Tectone chose. And then juxtaposing that to this whore that's willing to go out there and basically prostitute herself for a house. But not a house that she can afford. And one she's going to have to pay taxes on, which is going to fuck up her finances. Man, I wish I could see that reaction video when you get a letter from the IRS like, hey, yeah, I heard Drake bought you like $1 million house. Well, guess what? The taxes are like $450,000. Something like that. It would be nice to see that.
What is this?
Hi, hello. What's going on?
Yeah, Drake is also fat. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The nigga's fat as fuck, man. I acknowledge his musical genius. I acknowledge that he's gonna go down in history as a top 10 artist probably in all of history. But bro's a fag, bro. I'm sorry. And I've told you guys this before that I blame Drake. Well, I don't blame him 100%, but he is a significant contributor. Let me say that. He's a significant contributor to the faggotry of young men. A lot of you niggas in here that aren't loyal to your friends, that are fucking soft, that don't go to the gym, that are fucking effeminate, right? You zesty ass motherfuckers. A lot of you niggas are Drake fans are going to be honest. Understand that. Okay? Soft. We got a bunch of pussified men.
Yeah. I thought he was going to react to the clip of Tectone's girlfriend, but yeah, that clip actually stands out just as well. Yeah, I think that Drake. I think Drake is a reflection of a lot of the problems that we see in society, especially with women, basically glazing women, telling them anything they want to hear, just giving them endless adulation without any sort of reason behind it. And when a girl comes before you and says, bark for me, and you bark for her, that is degrading, it's humiliating, it's pathetic, it's simp behavior. And you're like a music artist. You're a music artist, you're like a multimillionaire, but you have to beg for sex like that. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. And you have to find companionship. You gotta find companionship in Tectone's ex, this plastic whore that lied about an essay allegation, lied about all this shit. You're gonna pick her, somebody that is mentally ill, full of plastic, lies as easily as she breathes, has no honor, no loyalty, no integrity at all. You're gonna choose somebody like her? Are you fucking kidding me? That is insane. But anyway, we're going to wrap things up. I just wanted to cover this topic because I thought it was very, very interesting. Turns out Tectone's ex was everything that I said she was and more. And all of the people that were defending her, you're a bunch of simps, you're a bunch of losers. And yeah, you owe me an apology. And you owe Tectone an apology. Anyway, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. All right. Okay. Drake got no game. Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. He's got no game, brother. Yeah. Hey, girl, I'll buy you a brand new house. I don't even know you, but I'll buy you a brand new house. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Okay, let me take a look. Oh gosh. Is doing injury. Yeah, Drake awkward dog barking like a dog. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, everything about that video was cringe. Yeah, it's true. Embarrassing. All right. So we're gonna be talking about the Iran war. Brothers, when it comes to the Iran war, all people want to talk about is Trump losing. Trump is losing. Oh, the war is going badly. This is what they've been saying for months and months and months, and it wasn't true then, and it's not true now. The reality is that the mainstream media has a vested interest in America losing the war because not only do they want Trump to look bad, but they want to say, well, see, Trump had a military blunder just like Biden in Afghanistan. Everything that the left does is to try to undo the damage of Democrat politicians and make you forget just how bad and indefensible they really are. So we have this video to watch from Matt Morse. This is from Morse TV. And this is talking about what's going on in Iran. It says, Iran just lost the one thing they still had left. I think that the people that are predicting the downfall of America in this particular case, I think you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Iranian regime has just lost the only little bit of leverage that they still had left.
Well, you know what? I will say, I have noticed that people are now wearing suits. You know what? Maybe it's time that I wear a suit. Everyone seems to be wearing suits these days. Maybe it's time that I actually put on a suit. You know? Maybe it's time. Who knows? But I have noticed Matt Morris, Sneeko put on a suit. Hassan, I'm not saying that they're anything alike politically, but I am noticing that there are more suits going around.
A little thing you might have heard of it called...
I miss Matt Morse wearing the hat, though. I got to be honest. Matt, this isn't a criticism. I miss you wearing the hat, brother. You look damn good in that red hat.
The Strait of Hormuz. You see, this morning, we just got the confirmation from the Trump administration that whether or not the Hormuz ever officially...
Oh, you smart. He knows what he's doing. He's a World of Warcraft veteran. He knows what he's doing. That little smirk. Whether the hormones ever
reopens, well, it kind of doesn't really matter because now we've got an alternative. Let's go ahead and get right into all of this, folks. We have a lot to talk about. Hit that like button. Make sure
No. I'm told that this is the ultimate leverage, that there's nothing that you can do at this point. No, I'm told that you simply have to take it, that Iran is going to beat our ass. No, I've been told over and over and over that basically that Iran has got our goat. And you know what Iran is doing with the goats? Isn't that what you've heard over and over from all of the talking heads, all of the pundits? Guys, we're out of ammunition. Guys, we're out of missiles. Guys, we're out of boats. Guys, we're out of guys. We don't have any military. Oh, we can't do anything. It's the same song and dance over and over and over, and it's just bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. There's never any truth to any of it. It's just anti-American propaganda.
Subscribe, but first off, take a listen to this update from our Vice President J.D. Vance this morning.
We're talking to the Iranians, of course. We're trying to maximize the amount of oil and gas that are coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. That's the thing that we're most focused on right now. And you see, I think oil prices dipping around $80 a barrel today, sometimes a little bit lower. So we're just trying to make sure that we get what we need out of this particular conflict. If you go back and remember what it is that we've done here, we've destroyed their nuclear program, we've destroyed their conventional military, we've radically reduced their, what you might call their asymmetric military ability.
Yeah, because Iran is the number one state sponsor of terror. True.
And right now, we're trying to see if they're willing to make the kind of long-term changes that would be necessary to have a better relationship with the United States. And if not, that's fine too. We're just going to keep on applying the pressure that we can apply and getting as much oil and gas out of the Middle East so that Americans can enjoy lower gas and energy prices. So that's the delicate dance. The final thing I'll say about this, Kaylee, is I try to remind people that we're really in the middle of the game here. This thing is not over. It's obviously not at the beginning. We're in the middle of the game, and we're applying a whole host of tools, diplomatic, economic, military tools, to ensure that we get the best outcome for the American people. I feel quite confident we will get there, but we're still a bit in the middle of the game.
Well, most certainly we are. In fact, this morning, we actually got some, guess what? Some absolutely insane rhetoric, some statements coming from the Iranian regime themselves. Before we get to President Trump's new plan to perhaps circumvent or sideline the Hormuz altogether, take a look at this. An IRGC spokesperson this morning says reopening the Strait of Hormuz will depend on the United States accepting conditions set by the Iranian regime. They said, and I quote, "The Strait of Hormuz is no longer merely an economic waterway for us. It is a source of power," said the Iranian regime this morning, adding that the United States must stop interfering in ongoing negotiations and accept Iran's terms for the strait to reopen. Oh, yeah, it's us. It's the United States. We are interfering. It most certainly has nothing to do with the Iranian regime every couple days launching missiles, rockets, and drones at civilian vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. No, it's not that. It's our fault. Okay, well, this morning they also released a series of demands. Like I said, these people are out of touch. They are delusional. Iran's Supreme National Security Council this morning declared that the Strait of Hormuz will not be reopened until the United States corrects its behavior.
Oh, man. Trump's not going to like that.
Rejecting President Trump's claim that the temporary Oman route amounts to a reopening and setting out its own conditions, including $300 billion in reparations from the United States.
Yeah, no.
They said Iran will never compromise.
You're not getting shit. In fact, you should be paying us. You're not getting shit. We're not giving you a dime.
Whether in war or in negotiations, we will never compromise. Their demands: 1, never threatening Iran or insulting its sacred values in any language.
Well, okay, already that's not going to happen.
2, ending once and for all any war and aggression against Iran and its allies in Lebanon, Palestine, Yemen, or Iraq.
That's not happening.
So they're talking about all of their own Iranian-backed terror proxies. Nobody's allowed to touch them ever again.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Number 3, they demand that the U.S. lifts our naval blockade and that we withdraw U.S. military forces, naval and air, from the vicinity of Iran. 4, fully compensate Iran for the damages caused by the 2 aggressive and imposed wars, including a $300 billion reparatory compensatory fund.
Oh, anything else?
They're demanding a third of $1 trillion.
Yeah, not going to
for the damage that we have inflicted upon them. Number 5, lifting the unjust and illegal sanctions against the Iranian people.
Nope.
Number 6, unconditionally releasing all the assets that have been blocked and stolen from the Iranian people, really the Iranian regime. Number 7, they want the United States to allow Iran to charge up to 7% on the cargo of every single ship going in and out of the Hormuz.
Denied.
8, allowing a ban on all U.S. and Israeli commercial and military ships plus other hostile countries from transiting the Hormuz.
Nope.
Folks, they are delusional. This is psychotic.
Yeah, this is
9, allowing a violation toll of 20% of the ship's cargo if any of the above criteria are violated.
Nope.
So I've said it 5 times now. The Iranian
every one of these is no. Yeah, if they're that delusional, just pound them into the dirt.
regime, they are back to square one. They are psychotic. They are delinquent. They are belligerent. They are they negotiating in good faith here? Do you think this is a reasonable set of demands that they are making?
No.
Are they in a position of strength or power to be making demands like this? I think not. This is where we get.
Now, listen, they don't have the cards. They don't have the cards. They just don't.
To the Trump administration's master plan. We're talking about circumventing, really sidelining the Hormuz altogether. Who cares if it reopens, if it stays closed? Do we even really need it? Well, the Trump administration has been cooking up a backup plan this entire time, and now we know about it. Take a listen.
Some have speculated the strait will never go back to being the way it was before. What would you say?
I would take, I think they're saying that in a doomsday sort of way. I would say it in another way. The strait is never going back to the way it was because the Iranians have used or tried to use it as a choke point. What we are going to see over the next 2 years, the strait's going to become irrelevant. It is going to become just another body of water, and I would say that more than 50 or 70% of the energy that moves through the strait now is going to go through underground pipelines.
Ooh! Some who've speculated that
the Hormuz Strait is going to become irrelevant over the next 2 years. Over the next 2 years, up to 70% of all the energy that had been going through the Hormuz Strait is now going to be leaving the region through underground, maybe underwater, pipelines.
Okay. All right. I agree with you, and I will talk about it in a second. Matt, if I could give you some advice, Okay. Just on the video and the aesthetic, the Matt Morse report, could you lower the subtitles a little bit lower? Because it's like it's impeding your face. Like if it covers up like your tie or like your lower body, that's fine. But it's covering up your face. You gotta lower the subtitles just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at it's like basically covering up his mouth. You gotta lower the subtitles just a little bit lower. There's a lot of real estate down there, and I suggest just a little bit lower, or put it at the top. I mean, either I wouldn't say that's like aesthetically the best, but that's just my advice. Like lower it just a little bit, just a little bit.
The Hormuz Strait is going to become irrelevant over the next 2 years. Over the next 2 years.
Oh no! And it's never going to get better. Oh, the U.S. is going to lose. Oh gosh! Oh yeah! I mean, oh yeah, the U.S. Oh my gosh! Shut the fuck! All you backbenching morons! All you backbenching morons! The United States is already talking about making the Strait of Hormuz irrelevant, and you're you're clutching your pearls. You know what? Shut the fuck up. You're pathetic. Have some spine. Have some balls. You remember balls? Cojones? Huevotes.
Up to 70% of all the energy that had been going through the Hormuz Strait is now going to be leaving the region through underground, maybe underwater pipelines. So who cares if the Hormuz is open? And that's just a 2-year time frame. What about 4, 6, 8, 10 years? Folks, the new strategy is to just say, all right, listen, who cares about the Hormuz? It's not a big deal. The Iranians are trying to use this as leverage. Well, why don't we just divest from the Hormuz altogether?
Right.
At which point they won't have that leverage anymore. Take a listen to this write-up. This is from an individual named James E. Thorne, Chief Market Strategist at Wellington Atlas, PhD in economics. He responds to Bessent's statement here. He says this: Hormuz miscalculation. Secretary Bessent gets it. Iran has mistaken a tactical threat for a durable advantage. By repeatedly signaling its willingness to disrupt the Strait of Hormuz, the Iranian regime has not strengthened its hand. No, it has accelerated the market's exit.
True.
Meaning everyone is ditching out on the Hormuz Strait. Capital does not tolerate checkpoints like this. No, it routes around them.
True.
Saudi Arabia right now is expanding its east-west pipeline. The United Arab Emirates has already built out Fujairah as a bypass.
Right.
Iraq is revisiting overland export corridors. Every marginal dollar now flows towards redundancy, not reliance on the Hormuz Strait.
Right.
What was once a geopolitical lever is being engineered now into complete and total irrelevance. Bessent gets it. Markets do not absorb coercion, especially not from psychotic terrorist regimes. No,
True.
They arbitrage it away. They plan it out.
Yeah.
Energy markets are not static, and they are not sentimental. The shale revolution a couple years ago has already diluted OPEC's grip on global energy markets. LNG, liquefied natural gas, has globalized gas. Now, infrastructure is doing the same to maritime risk, in the Hormuz in this case specifically. Once these pipelines are built, many of them are already under construction right now, they don't get unbuilt. Once they're built, they are there permanently. Volume shifts become permanent. You don't need the Hormuz to be open if you've got massive pipelines extending all over the region, pumping gas out into safer corridors. Pricing power follows. The Iranian regime's miscalculation is classic. If you overplay a scarce asset and the world then invests to make that asset abundant.
Right.
The more Iran rattles Hormuz, the faster it erodes the leverage it seeks to exploit.
Yeah.
In the end,
I agree with that completely. 100%. Anyone who knows anything about economics, anyone who knows anything about human ingenuity, they know that that is not going to be a deterrent for long. They're going to find another way around it. And so the people that are saying that, well, Iran has all this power, it's because these people are one-dimensional thinkers. Don't doubt me on this. These people are such one-dimensional thinkers. The only thing that they can see is right in front of them, like 15 minutes in front of them. They can't imagine another way because the only thing that they have as a frame of reference is the way that things have been. But I look at this and I go, there's no way that we're going to allow the Iranian regime, there's no way we're going to allow them to take control of this situation and keep dominance over something this vital. No, we're going to go around them. We're going to make sure that the oil gets to where it needs to go, and we're just going to cut Iran off. They're not going to get any money. They're not going to get anything. And you know what? Maybe just bomb them again for good measure. I mean, like, genuinely, Iran is one of the most psychotic and arrogant countries I've ever seen.
And this is not deterrence. It's substitution, and substitution, once funded, is irreversible. Iran, the Iranian regime, is underwriting its own marginalization. The U.S. is the big winner. China, of course, is the big loser. China is, as we all know, really the Iranian regime's number one financier. You ever wondered? Okay, let's just break down real quickly. What are the ties between the CCP and the IRGC? The IRGC is effectively a terror proxy force that's been propped up by the IRGC. Who has been buying all of the IRGC's black market internationally sanctioned oil? China has been buying all of the IRGC's internationally sanctioned oil using their expansive shadow fleet. So China's been financially propping up the IRGC. You ever wonder who taught the IRGC how to make ballistic missiles in the first place? It's pretty complex technology. It was China. Seriously, look it up. Who kick-started and propelled the Iranian regime's nuclear enrichment program? It was China. Folks, all of these things. Who has been providing satellite intelligence and imagery to the IRGC for the last 5 months? Really, for decades. China. So, folks, China is set to be a massive loser here. And you know what? This circumvention of the Strait of Hormuz, we've got pipelines already pumping. More pipelines are being built. There's alternative corridors. The global marketplace is refusing to pay into the Iranian regime's threats. They're not doing it. Guess what? News is going viral right now. Everybody's talking about how the Hormuz doesn't even really matter anymore. Who cares about the Hormuz? Check this out.
The only people that are saying that the Hormuz matters, the only people that are saying that that matters are the people that have a vested interest in America losing. The people that have a vested interest in America losing are the ones that are saying that the Hormuz matters. Everyone else who's, forward thinking and problem solving, they're acknowledging that this is not going to be an issue going forward.
So, yesterday afternoon, the S&P 500 closed at the highest level on record, up another 3.6% this week. The S&P 500 has added $2.5 trillion in market cap this last week alone. Now, as they say, the markets don't lie. You say, who cares about the S&P 500? Listen, maybe you don't. The market is an indicator here. It's pumping. It is cranking. In spite of all of this Middle Eastern drama, all of this, dare I say, Hormuzian chaos. Because now we're getting the news. Well, guess what? Actually, the Hormuz, it kind of doesn't even matter. This is President Trump's master plan. This is the plan beyond continuing to batter and beat the living hell out of the Iranian regime, as has been happening for a long time. There's still, I don't know, maybe some type of talk ongoing. In the background, we are stripping away the Iranian regime's leverage day by day. They're losing control of the situation, and the markets know. The markets do not lie. Folks, all of this is what it takes to truly put America first.
Matt Morse, Morse Report, great job. Great video. Breaking it down, making it easy to understand. Love to see it. Yeah, a lot of people are doom and gloom on the Trump administration, on the United States, on the military. It's over. But as we see, it's not over. It's not over by a damn sight. and all of the advantages that people are saying that Iran has, I think it's very clear that those are not going to be advantages for very long. Do not doubt the U.S. and its ingenuity and its military. We have problems here, but I would not put my money behind the U.S. losing. Anyway, that's going to do it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Let's see, run. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think that's going to do it for tonight. I mean, we could talk about Ethan Klein. I think maybe I'll save that for tomorrow. But yeah, I think I think I'm going to wrap things up. Guys, I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys being here. More than you could possibly know. I appreciate each and every one of you guys sticking it out to the end, watching the show, being part of it, donations. I can't even begin to thank you guys enough for the donations, for the super chats. You guys are a huge help. You allow me to do some very, very cool things with your money and your donations. And the promise that I make to you is that I will use that money. I will use that money in different ways to help, me and the channel. And yeah, I cannot begin to thank you guys enough. So I want to say thank you. I want to say God bless you. God be with you. Have a wonderful Sunday night. I will pray for you guys. Be well. And I will see you guys next time. All right. We will be here again. I will be here tomorrow. So I hope that you guys all decide to come back, watch the channel, and if I've earned your subscription, I appreciate it. If I've earned your subscription, that makes me